Hey, what's up, ecosystem? Merry Christmas to you. This is Tuesday Nights Live on Auto Transport Intel. I'm Jay, your host. Welcome back to the show. Hey, welcome back, you guys. Welcome back to Auto Transport Intel. I'm Jay, your host. It's Tuesday Nights Live, and it's Christmas. So I am, I'm here. I'm in front of a Christmas tree, obviously, right? It's Christmas, and you guys are hanging out. I think most people are just sitting around hanging out. What are you guys doing right now for Christmas, actually? The only reason I'm live doing the show is because it's Tuesday nights again. And of course, I want to welcome you back. If anybody's new here, first time on the show, please say hello. That'd be great. I'd be surprised if I have anyone new tonight, but you never know. I mean, maybe, I don't know, maybe you've eaten too much and you've drank too much and it's too early and, you know, this is how you're going to finish the evening off. I don't know, but I'm glad you're with me, and it's Christmas. I'm lucky that Christmas fell on a Tuesday. And so this isn't going to happen very often, but I'm live. It's Christmas, and it's Auto Transport Intel, where I'm talking about everything car shipping, new car shipper questions, auto transport broker knowledge. We're talking to car haulers. We're talking to new car haulers. We're talking to veteran car haulers. If you're looking for dispatching help, whatever you're looking for, if you're trying to learn car shipping, then Auto Transport Intel is the show for you. And this is show 65 in a row on a Tuesday night, and so just going to keep it rolling. And you know that I've got this screen here. So even though I'm not in my normal studio setting, I'm trying to make the same kind of show. And so, you know, I ran the car hauler. That's our welcome back to Tuesday. And then a few minutes into the show, I'm going to say hello to the live chat. I'm going to start that here in a second. And then we're going to go into some industry news. You know that we do industry news here. It's Facebook memes, information. If there's email updates, if you're a broker, if you're a vendor, if you're a dealer, auto auction, or car carrier, if you've got information to share, you know you can always email it to me, autotransportintel@gmail.com. And then we're gonna kind of go into some Merry Christmas stuff. Meaning, like, you know, this is not a normal show. Normally the show is long, 2 hours, 3 hours, and we do panel discussions and interviews. Tonight is just a Christmas celebration. I'm going to get back into my celebrating. I started off, well, we were up really early this morning celebrating Christmas, and then went back to sleep, and then got up again, and then have been hanging out, doing the show. Gonna, you know, finish off the evening, I don't know, several hours, something like that, move into the 26th. So I'm just going to keep it short. I'm going to stop in about an hour, and but I wanted to say hello to you guys and keep the tradition rolling. So let's see what's happening in the live chat. You know, I'm looking over here in the live chat, and I got to tell you too, I mean, before the show starts, I'm like, man, you know, what kind of show is it going to be? Am I doing the show? Is it going to be live? Will this be the last show? Will it ever go again? You know, but yeah, it's going to go again, and I enjoy it more and more every time. I'm already excited that you guys are back here with me. So Dave Williams at Clark Clarksville was the first one. And hey, what's up, Dave? Welcome back to the show. Thanks for saying hello. Thanks for being a part of the core. You know, I'm behind on my emails and phone calls as always. So Dave, we still got to get together. Hopefully we can do that this week. But if not, we will definitely start talking again next week or the week after. Okay. The one and only is with us. Hey, what's up, the one and only? And welcome back to the show. And, you know, you guys are part of my core, and I really appreciate seeing you here week after week. Who else we got here? Brian Pepson. Hey, Merry Christmas from Northeastern PA. Brian, I don't think I've seen you in there before. So listen, man, I appreciate you joining the show. That is cool. And, you know, taking your special Christmas time to do that. Listen, I want to say this too. I don't know where you're at, if you're at a truck stop or on the couch. You know, somebody somewhere is not at home. They wish they were, or they're not with everybody they wish they could be with. And I do want to wish you a Merry Christmas if you're, you know, wherever you are. I hope that you're enjoying some Christmas cheer. Hopefully this show helps add some more Christmas cheer. Hopefully you're getting a good meal, you're staying warm, and you're with family and friends, and you're in touch with people, and that's what it's all about. So I really mean that, and I really hope that for all of you. Let's see. Oh, Matt at Anytime Towing is checking in. Hey, what's up, Matt? Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. Merry Christmas to you. And let me back up and say, Dave, Merry Christmas to you. And the one and only Merry Christmas to you, man. Bad Apples is back with us. Merry Christmas to you, Bad Apples. That's really cool. Thank you. And Mark at Trucking Answers. Merry Christmas, Mark. Thanks for the email. And, you know, I'm glad that we got Trucking Business Freedom rolling and really expecting great things in 2019. So let's keep it rolling, okay? Let's keep it going. M. Fields is with us. Hey, what's up, man? This is Marcus from Exclusive Luxury Transport in Las Vegas, wishing everybody happy holidays and maybe a prosperous 2019. Yeah, I hope so too. That's what it's all about, and that's, you know, this is a community. You know, more and more, I'm able to tell people that I know that Auto Transport Intel is not only a place where you can get information, but you can feel a part of a community. And I'm really proud of that, and you guys helped me create that, so I appreciate that so much. Sorry, typo. May have a prosperous 2019. Okay, that's, you know, we accept typos here, you know. Darude One, Merry Christmas to you, Jay, and all fellow car haulers. What's up, Darude One? Merry Christmas to you, Darude One. Matt says, all DUI fools, just not enough snow to keep us busy. Yeah. Yeah, you know, that there's always a downside to any upside, right? And the DUIs and the drinking and the driving, and, you know, did you guys see the Facebook post? There was, I mean, I don't have anything about it because I don't want to do that on the show, but since we're talking about it, there was a driver and a police officer, I think, got killed by a DUI trucker, I think it was, and I don't know. It's too bad. You know, the holidays always have some element of the downside, so, you know, so safe travels to everybody today, tonight, and tomorrow, and into the new year. I really hope, you know, everybody's safe. In fact, did you guys see there was some real bad icy conditions on 15 El Cajon Pass, and there were cars everywhere? It was crazy. Logan Dahl, a very Merry Christmas from Central New York. May everyone have an awesome Christmas day and a safe one as well. It's cool. Thank you, Patrick, for tuning in. I appreciate it. Yeah, people are tuning in. That's pretty cool. You know, I didn't know how we were going to do. Let's see here. What's up, Mark? Missed some of your show earlier, but enjoyed it. Yeah, cool, man. Ty is ready to party. Yeah, man, I'm ready to party. And we got the 2019 ornament. You know, already looking at 2019. So we're ready, right? Are we ready? I think we're ready. So yeah, man. Mark, Merry Christmas. Matt, Merry Christmas. Dave, Merry Christmas. Ty, Merry Christmas. And Q-Tip 900RR. Hey, Jay, been following for enjoying the content. Cool, man. Merry Christmas, Q-Tip. Cool. Thank you very much. Thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate that. After the first, I'm going to move cars. Yeah, man. We got to move some cars. We all got to move some cars. I know, and you know, the holidays, things get, just busy. Things are already busy, but then the end of the year and the holidays, it really is. I like in January, can take a breath for a second, catch my breath and get back into the new year and getting back to business. So Shannon says Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. All right, Shannon, thanks for tuning in. And Gary with Garthel Logistics says Merry Christmas. Well, thank you, Gary. I appreciate that a lot. And the one and only wishes Merry Christmas back to me. So, all right, cool. So let's get back into some industry news. Let's do that. And so, again, it's pretty soft news. It's Christmas and just trying to keep the cheer going. I got the tree here. Don't knock the tree over, Jay. Wishing everyone a Merry Christmas and a safe New Year. Kimberly's looking at me. She's monitoring the stream. And then there's your cars on your car hauler because those are your gifts. And, maybe you're loaded up. Oh, I got a hearse on there. Okay, well, let's move on. Hey, did you see this? This is pretty cool. This had a lot of views and likes on it. Yeah, man. Those are the same dudes before and now. That's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool. Because, the holidays, it's all about family and the people you love and sharing and gift giving. And I thought, man, that's right on. That's awesome. And, they really took the time. If you look closely, they really took the time to match. Like, everything is matched. The clothing is matched. The posing matched. I mean, is it the same truck? Everything but the background. It's pretty amazing. I like that a lot. That's really cool. Not easy to pull off. And then somebody put the lift sign in their truck because why not? Earn some extra cash. After all, this is car hauling. When that second black pill kicks in. So if you're, if you are working right now and you're the one making sure the deliveries happen overnight, what's really cool is I was missing one more gift and it showed up yesterday morning. And, a truck, transportation made that happen. The logistics chain made that happen. A kid's gift delivered the morning of Christmas Eve because logistics stayed in place. And I mean, that's pretty awesome. So even if you had to pop that second black pill to make that happen, you gotta be careful. You gotta be safe. He sees you when you're speeding. That's pretty cool. Nothing like inspection on Christmas Day. Yeah, what are you going to do? I mean, right? Everybody's got to work, but it just doesn't feel the same. Maybe he was just, I don't know. Hopefully he went easy on you. Or, I don't know. I don't know, dude. But Merry Christmas anyways, right? Merry Christmas to the car haulers, to the auto shippers, to the auto auctions, to the dealerships, vendors, suppliers, brokers, dispatchers. I mean, the auto shipping industry ecosystem, it's huge, right? I don't know if you got my email. I've sent some emails out. Last calculation, the car shipping industry itself in the United States, domestic volume, the amount of money generated within the industry was somewhere over 10 or 11 billion dollars. And that's just an estimate. I mean, that's probably close. And so that's why I made this. You see this is the thumbnail for today's show. Merry Christmas, car haulers. I found this toy car hauler and some lights, put it together because, this is an industry. This is a really important industry. I was explaining to my boys, you think about every car on the road. Every single car on the road has been transported at least once. And some that have been around a while have been transported several times. And by the end of a car's life, you're talking about 5 or 6 transports potential per car around the U.S., and there are more cars than there are people, it seems like. I mean, that's a huge industry, and it's not just the car hauler that makes it happen. but all the people behind the scenes, and then putting together the logistics of the dispatch, of the transport, all the equipment and the vendors. I mean, it's just so many people. It's a gigantic industry. And why is that important? Okay, fine. It's an industry like any other industry, but it's also such a misunderstood industry. There are so many things about car hauling, car shipping that are misunderstood. They're assumed. There's a lot of assumptions, and those assumptions can cause a lot of problems. So, when people ask me, what's the purpose of Auto Transport Intel? The purpose is to help learn car shipping for folks that don't understand that it's not, you're not overnighting a package on Amazon. This is a car. This is worth something more than you may have realized. It might take longer than you might have realized. It may not be the exact door-to-door that you're thinking. If you got a bunch of trees surrounding your house, you may not want a door-to-door because your car on the oh, I got a call here. All right, hey, hang on. Here we go. What we got here? Hello, Merry Christmas.
Hello?
Hey, Merry Christmas. This is Jay. Hey, can I help you?
I was looking for Jay. Is Jay there? Who is this?
It's Jay. Is this JD?
Yeah. Right.
Okay.
Jay, you follow. It's F-U-F-U-A-I.
All right. Hey, JD, you calling my... Did you get my cell phone number?
Well, it must be your cell phone because it sounds like you're going underwater every time I talk to you.
Really? On Christmas, JD? You're gonna... Okay. All right, well, now that I got you here, all right, well, what do you got to say? Go ahead and say what you got to say. I know you got something to say. I know. That wasn't very Christmassy of me, was it? Oh, shoot, man. Did you guys... All right, now I just feel bad. Well, JD, you know what? All right, you got something to say, JD. Go ahead and call me back and tell me what it is. I don't know if he watches the show or not. So, all right, let's see what else we got in here. Let's see here. After the first... Oh, I got you. You're going to move some cars. Hey, now, Festivus. Mark, what is Festivus, by the way? Sent you an email. Would love to know what you think. All right, yeah, cool. I'll check the email. And Henrik says, Merry Christmas. Love the channel. Helps you a lot. Working. Oh, wow. That's cool, man. Well, Henrik, I really do. I want the channel to help. I really do. What happened is I was dispatching, okay, and still working with Dave, but other than that, I really don't do much dispatching now. And even Dave will tell you I don't do much dispatching now. But I launched this channel 18 months ago, and just dispatching was making me crazy. I don't know why it's so difficult. You should be able to just go to the load board, right? You go to the load board, you've seen my videos, and you put in your search results, and the cars show up, and you should be able to just book cars, right? Like going through the grocery store. Well, I'll take some green beans, let's see, get some applesauce, loaf of bread. It should be pretty straightforward, but it's not. Let's say you find a car that actually does make sense, and a lot of times, you guys know this, you're on the load board, and you don't see as many cars as you wish you did. Like, where are all the cars at? Where's all the, I'm putting a route together. I'm only putting 3 cars together, and I'm not seeing everything I want to be seeing. So, what's going on with that? So, but, work hard, and you do the searching, and you're like, well, maybe, okay, well, I can make that work. Okay, fine. We're going to put it together. We got the dispatch, right? And then, as a dispatcher, I book the cars. I call, negotiate, get the dispatches and the emails and the central dispatch and the ready auto and all the different load boards. And I put it together and I give it to the driver. And I'm like, all right, high five. This is great. We're not making a whole lot of money, but we got it. And then the driver shows up and the car's not ready, or the car's not there, or it's at a different location, or, it won't be ready till tomorrow, or all these problems. You're like, man, what is going on? So I'm having all these problems. I mean, years of this going on. And I started thinking, this is crazy. I got to talk about it. I got to get this out of my system, right? I'm visibly upset at this point. And so I start making videos about how to use the load boards and why are we having all these problems. And I start to learn, what I learn? It's not just dispatching that is the biggest problem. The brokers have their own set of problems. Here in dispatch, working with the carrier, we're thinking, Dave is picky. We're thinking it right, and then if you're picky, oh my gosh, it's even harder. So the dispatcher's having all these problems, and then the carrier's like, well, why is the dispatcher having all these problems? And the dispatcher's think, well, why are there so many load board problems? And then you start talking to brokers. Man, the brokers, they're not always at fault. They got their own set of problems trying to satisfy the timelines of the dealerships or getting cars to the sale on time, or you got shippers that need door-to-door promise guarantee, overnight delivery. I got to be on my yacht at 3 o'clock and make my hair appointment at 2. And there's that whole set of problems. And then you start to learn that when the car shipper entered their information into the lead generator site, when they entered their year, make, model, pickup, delivery, location, dates, information, well, that they have their own set of requirements, and they're thinking, well, I got this, man, I got 20 phone calls. I can move this car for $50 and have it picked up today. I'll bet you there's a driver driving down the street and he's already empty, and I'm gonna get this thing moved for free, and then I'm gonna, if there's just one single scratch on that thing, I'm gonna totally, so all these people. Now, I'm not blaming everything on the car shipper, but there's so much happening behind the scenes that, again, as a dispatcher, with all these assumptions, no wonder I was so frustrated. I didn't understand how the industry worked. So as I've gone on to make more and more videos, especially doing the live show week after week, I come to understand, man, this industry is way more complicated than just trying to pick a few loads off of a load board. In fact, it just so happens that if you think you're going to build your business just picking cars off a load board, think again. Because that is not exactly how you want to go about this. And that's why, Merry Christmas, car haulers, we created CTS Auto Transport Business Coaching. Because, the business strategy of how to get cars and, how to build a customer base, man, that is huge. And that has nothing to do with staring at cars on load boards all day, hoping gold bars fall out of the sky and hit you in the head. Because that's not going to happen. You can get lucky. You can find. You've seen this. You guys have stared at the load boards. You see that, like, let's say see a Range Rover from like Indianapolis to Dallas, paying almost $1,000. Hey man, that's awesome. But you know what? That's probably a ball player. And that phone is ringing off the hook. And you could lose that dispatch at any moment. I know, because I recently had, a couple months ago, I had a dispatch. I already had the dispatch. I made the phone call. I did the high-fiving. We were friends and buddies and, got the secret handshake and all that stuff. I got the dispatch. Guess what? Next day, because I'm still watching the route, right? I'm still watching the route because the truck isn't full yet. Guess what I see pop up on the load board? That car that I got the dispatch to yesterday shows up again on the load board. Did anybody call me to let me know that maybe there was an issue and they needed to repost it? Nope, just got reposted. So I call the broker, can't remember the name of the broker, and I'm glad for that because, I'm still irritated about it. Look at me, I'm visibly upset. So, I call the broker. I'm like, hey, I don't know if it's an accident or what it is, but, that car that you dispatched to me yesterday, remember the one we were high-fiving and we're talking about, we're all going to go to the Bahamas and celebrate. Well, it's reposted. Any idea why that would be? And, gosh, and he's scratching his head. He's like, no, I don't know why that would be. I wonder if one of my sales guys did it. And, and I'm like, well, you might want to check with one of your sales guys. And so now we're playing this sales guy game. And, okay, well, I'll tell you what, yeah, just call me back, let me know, because the driver is getting real worried. and the driver's assistant, and I'm talking about this whole, family tree that I, made up because, what am I going to do? Just tell him he's a liar? Well, anyway, so he doesn't call me back. Big shocker. And again, so then I call him back again. I'm like, hey, did you talk to your sales guy? And he's like, oh, yeah, I totally talked to my sales guy. I meant to call you back. And yeah, it turns out the customer, I don't know. I don't even remember what he said. You know a song and dance when you hear it. So I don't know, the customer needed this or that, or I don't know. And I fell asleep in the middle of the explanation because, I really needed a nap, and, I get tired of getting lied to. We all do. And but I never did get a call back. Even if all of that's true, and it was the Queen of England, and she really needed it moved like now, still, can you call me back and let me know the Queen of England needs it moved now? But anyway, so, come to find out that I never did actually get the answer. And no, I didn't get the transport. And that was the gold bar we built our whole route around. And it was really frustrating to me. But anyways, the point is that that broker probably, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt, trying to satisfy somebody's VIP treatment promise guarantee, which again boils down to, if you think you're going to just book off of load boards and get the gold bars and hit the jackpot and all that stuff. No, think again. You gotta build customer relationships. It's all about relationships. The brokers know that. The shippers know that. As carriers and dispatchers, we got to know that too. We have to know. It's the people that we have the strongest bond with. Those are going to be the most reliable people that are going to help us succeed in business. And so that's what we talk about on CTS Transport Business Coaching, is talk about building relationships. And it's not always a straight line. It's not the easiest thing to do. And also, we don't have every single answer. But what we do is we offer the personal coaching, and I'm going to bring Ty on the show here in a second. In fact, this show is already halfway over. This will be one of the shorter shows that I do. But Ty and I will be on the phone, and we do a 1 hour at a time coaching session, and we're going to talk about where you live, what's around you, what do you already know, what are you comfortable with, what's your equipment, what are you trying to do, how often are you trying to work, how far do you want to drive, how often do you want to be home. Those are all personal factors. Those are all different for each person we talk to. And what's really cool is, as the more people we talk to, and we talk to people all the time, and that is, we're building a network. And what's really cool is we don't actually know the future of where is this all headed? I didn't, I'm going to bring Ty on and we're going to talk about it a little bit. I didn't know that we were going to be building a network. I don't know if he knew that or not. By the way, you need to be a Seinfeld. I am a Seinfeld fan. You're right. I am a Seinfeld fan. That's pretty funny, man. I heard a lot of inspections were happening today. Ain't that a bummer? That just shouldn't be. I don't know. Somebody should take the day off. Can you get my 86 Jetta here before 1? I need to get to my yacht. Exactly. I know there's a hair appointment in there. I guarantee it. Brian says, in the freight industry, customers have 15 minutes to get us out. After 15 minutes, it's $25 per 15 minutes after. Why don't car haulers charge delay, time, equipment, and time all cost money? I don't know why there is no detention pay. Do you know many car haulers don't even know the term detention pay? It's a freight industry term that doesn't exist in car shipping. Yeah, no, people can make you wait all the time. Dave, you and I both know we sent you to a dealership. It should have been one pick, one drop, no problem. And you get there, and man, he said it was ready. You talked to him. He told you it was ready. But when you get there, is it ready? No. He's still working on the 4th vehicle. It's not ready. Why is that? Why isn't it ready? You said it was ready. Do you get any extra money? No. Did you stick around to build business? Yes. Did you get extra money for it? I don't think you did. You tried to do right. Did he try to do right by you? I don't know. And that's actually one of the reasons why I like to learn more about the freight industry, is that I've said this before, is that I think we can look at each other's industries understand some of the things that may be working well, may not be working so well, and try and apply it to our sister industry. And by the way, the really big companies, they're looking at all trucking and transportation as one thing. Car hauling, freight hauling, regular logistics, mail, shipping. There are companies that are just looking at trucking as how are we going to solve the whole thing. There are companies doing that. So, what else? Some are happy with the load board. Well, some are. There's always going to be somebody. There's always going to be somebody really happy with something, and then there's always going to be somebody really unhappy with that same something. So anything I say at any time can be disputed, even if you hit the like button. And I won't hold that against you. I really do appreciate that, by the way. But if you're unable to make it to the live chat, please comment below. You can comment below this video, and I encourage that. What else do we have here? Because the brokers claim there is no more money. And you know what? Sometimes there isn't. Sometimes it's actually true. The problem is that when I see on the dispatch, and I've already said I need to get more money, we've already gone round and round, and this has really happened. We go round and round, you say that there's no more money, then you send me the dispatch, and the carrier's going to collect $1,600 and give $600 back to the broker after delivery. Okay, well, you said there's no more money, but we're giving back $600. So then I talked to the manager of the brokerage, and he explains to me that he's got some really aggressive salesmen, and his salesmen shouldn't be penalized for being so good at their jobs. And I explained to him that that's wonderful and all, and if you're so good at your jobs, then why don't you find another way to collect the money so the carrier doesn't have to know that even though we've negotiated for more money, even just extra chicken nuggets, fries, or a Happy Meal, that after you've told us there's nothing left, we got to kick you back $600. All right? If you're that good at sales, can you be that good at accounting? Can we do that? That'd be cool. Let's see. Problem is clients never want to pay the service, and the low ballers are making it hard for everybody. Well, and there's always going to be low ballers, and I've already had this argument on the air where I tried to have a debate about doing the right thing, and apparently, this is ironic, in America where we have the free market enterprise system, that doesn't always include doing the right thing. So that's what capitalism gets you, folks. Okay, wait a minute. How do we go from Christmas into capitalism? Okay. Feliz Navidad. Well, Raphael, thank you very much. Thanks for tuning into the show, and Merry Christmas to you, man. Bad Apples, Brian, you're crazy. There's no way you're getting paid every 15 minutes. That's laughable. In freight, they do have the detention pay, and you've seen the signs on the other side of it. If the trucker's late, oh, they come out with like machinery and start like taking out families. It's no joke. Okay, that was a joke. Let's see here. It's a fixed deal in the customer's eyes, and they haggle with car haulers, unlike FedEx or carriers. They just pay it. Well, yeah, and if you're late, that's when the customer says they want a discount. I'm a dispatcher. I've been on the phone with people insisting they need a discount. I'm like, there's no discount, all right? You know, don't, if you want to come sit in the office with me and we can go to the Copart website and you can see all the junkers we had to work around and the forklift drivers, and everybody goes home at 4:30 and they lock the gates tight and we can't get anywhere. If you want to come and sit with me, and I'll read you the bedtime story of how the driver's going crazy and the ELD and all that stuff, or you could just watch Auto Transport Intel and then there's your bedtime story. Detention is harder to come by these days, maybe in the old days, but not now. Yeah, I'm sure that's true. Let's see, no money, and he called another carrier next time. Yeah, right, and then he called another carrier. Exactly. Hey, there's your load board load. I mean, listen, low-hanging fruit is low-hanging fruit. That'd be a great t-shirt. I think a guy with the most basic truck and wedge can make it off a load board if you never want to be home. Listen, and you can do it. It's just, it's hard, and that's why so many car haulers are looking for dispatchers. If you didn't know this, believe me, I didn't know it. I didn't know it until I started this channel, how many car haulers are looking for dispatchers. It's a lot. It's a lot. A good dispatcher is in high demand. Let's see here. I'm a company guy, work for the largest freight company in the country, pulling the wiggle wagons, and that's what they charge. Bad apple, sorry, but didn't mean And that's the thing. Everybody has a little different experience, but in freight, they're pretty serious about it. Brokers don't pay that way. Maybe FedEx bills them that way. Castaway Boatwork, go get your Walmart discount. Hey, Castaway Boatwork, welcome to the show. Cool, man. First time here, so I'm happy to see you. Merry Christmas, Castaway Boatwork. We do LTL and can't get detention from brokers most of the time, and I believe that. Although, and hey, man, maybe they have a hard time getting it. And, it rolls downhill, right? Snow rolls downhill. Customers will pay after 2 hours. Yeah, sometimes. All right, so let's do this. I'm going to run an ad here, and while I do, let's do this. Who wants to see, let's go to, who's seen this Pelican trucking insurance ad? Jay at Auto Transport Intel here. Listen, you know that if you're a new car hauler, you're looking for insurance. You've got your equipment, it's time to get insurance so that you can begin the process of getting towards hauling cars. So where do you go? What do you do? When you need insurance, who can you talk to? Well, head on over to Pelican Trucking Insurance and you want to talk to Sam. Now, Sam is a friend of the show, and again, it's PelicanTruckingINS.com, Pelican Trucking Insurance. Go to the webpage, scroll down, you'll find the phone number. There's a phone number, 225-308-9882. You can talk to Sam Farr. Now, it's sfarr at LeMoyneInsurance.com, but he is with Pelican Trucking Insurance, and he wants to answer your questions. He wants to talk to new car haulers. He wants to talk to established car haulers, too, that are looking for a better rate. If you're unhappy with your insurance rate or you don't have a quote yet and you need a new insurance quote, head on over to Pelican Trucking Insurance, PelicanTruckingINS.com. Ask for Sam Farr. You can send him an email, put in a phone call. And again, you're looking for an insurance agent you can get on the phone, you can talk to, you can get advice from. What kind of a deductible do you need? How much insurance do you need per vehicle? What about automotive liability insurance? It's your liability and your cargo. That's what you need so you can get on the road hauling cars, get set up with the brokers, on the load boards, or if you're talking to a dealership direct, they're going to ask about your insurance. So go ahead, talk to Pelican Trucking Insurance, ask for Sam. I know he wants to talk to you. Again, here's his phone number. I'm going to scroll down on the page, PelicanTruckingINS.com. Call Sam, 225-308-9882. Send him an email, sfarr at LeMoyneInsurance.com. You can also find him on Facebook and Instagram, and he's waiting for your call. I'm Jay at Auto Transport Intel, and I approve this message. Okay, cool. So there we go. Hey, wow, that's a serious close-up shot we got there. So I'm waiting for Ty to join me in the Zoom meeting, and we're going to talk a little bit about CTS. Take some more of your. Well, we're going to take some questions. Okay, so we got more live chats coming in. And, of course, I'm wishing you a Merry Christmas if you just tuned into the show and you're hanging out on Christmas. What are you eating? Ham, turkey, I don't know. What are you guys eating? Fat-fingered, the send button, LOL, Merry Christmas. Told you I'd be here. Hey, what's up, Jeff? Merry Christmas, Jeff. Hey, what's up, Ty? Merry Christmas. Let me know if you can. I see you. Oops, that's not the right one. I see you, Ty, but I don't hear you. Let's see. Oh, wait. No. Check. I don't hear you, but I see you. Oh, there I hear you.
How about now?
Yeah, now I hear you. How you doing, man?
I'm good. Doing real good. How about you?
Oh, I'm doing good. I got the tree. You got the tree, right?
Boom.
There's the tree.
Boom.
All right,
there
it is.
Whoop, there it is.
The thing about the Christmas
some good content, man.
What's that?
So you're throwing down some great content tonight.
Thank you. Well, thank you. I was thinking about this earlier. I was just going to say this is that, it's interesting that the Christmas tree, right? Unless you keep it up all year, right? Somebody keeps it up all year because it's, it's efficient that way. But if you're not efficient and you take the tree down, you know, then when you do put it up, you want to try and get it up as soon as you can so it's up for a good month so you can enjoy it, right? It's a lot of work, but it's festive, right?
Oh, yeah.
And the Christmas lights and then the food and the family and the gifts.
Well, the only reason I take mine down is because I know I make fun of everybody that leaves theirs up.
Right. That's probably why most people take the tree down. We should, if we could all just stop making fun of the other person, then we could all save a lot more time and energy. But you
really,
know,
I think how awesome is your 2019 right there?
I know, right? That's Kimberly's.
Yeah. What a great segue into
I know.
car calling, transport, auto transport intel. I mean, dude, we can talk about what's going to happen next year.
Well, look, Dave says love the hair dye. Thanks, Dave. You know, so let's talk about that. Is that, and that's why I wanted to have you on the show. I mean, you and I have been on the phone. I've talked to you more than almost anybody. We've been on the phone a lot, and we have, except for the last couple days, right?
We took a break.
Yeah, we did take a break. But and by the way, can everybody hear? Is the audio okay? Can everybody hear okay? Everything's okay. All right, cool. So we've been on the. Why have we been on the phone so much, Ty? Let's talk about that. What's going on?
Well, that's what's really great. I don't even think you and I know what's going on. There's so much going on that I think we're even learning stuff. It's happening, man. It's moving fast. There's the coaching, which is huge. There's golly, man. There's all kinds of things out here.
Exactly. Well, exactly. Okay, so the coaching is big, and that's kind of where. So before the coaching, we're going to do kind of a year recap. We talked about this, kind of a recap. Okay, so before the coaching, I was getting a lot of questions in about the end of the summer. In the middle of the summer, I was getting some questions. By the end of the summer, getting a lot of questions. And I just couldn't handle all of the answers by myself. I really couldn't. And so I brought you in, and we started coaching folks together. And before we knew it, we literally have like a pipeline of people coming in, asking questions, setting up coaching sessions, and beginning it's the beginning of our now. I mean, we have like a coaching base, right? It's growing, and not everybody's going to stick around. Not everybody is even meant to be a car hauler, right? Do we say that?
Oh yeah.
I mean, we do. And I one of the reasons I say this is I think it's important for veteran car haulers to know that we're not like creating new car haulers as an annoyance. We're not. Actually, I think we're helping, because we've told some people maybe this isn't for you. Right? And I think that's helpful. Right? Because
yeah, absolutely.
Sometimes we all need to know, maybe this isn't for you. You might be in the wrong place. I mean, you can stick around if you want.
Like last week, one of the fun things I enjoyed a lot about what we do is we somehow draw the answer out of the person. So when they verbalize, man, I just don't think I want to be in this. Bingo. There's your answer. And you own it.
I like the way you said that, because that's the thing too, is we have a soft approach. We're not saying this isn't for you, which I've read, you've read that in some Facebook groups. This isn't for you. Get out of here, noob, and all this stuff. Not at all. Right. No, that's right.
Not at all. And so back to what's happening is Jay and I, we put this together. We're like, man, we need to help these people. There's hundreds of people that are sending emails, phone calls. What do I do? What do I need? What do I next? All this. And so we start out, well, we'll just help people.
That's right. And that's what it started as before we even created CTS. We were just helping people. And now it's part business, part coaching school and all help. I mean, we are helping. So rather, I don't want to sit here and just toot the horn that we are CTS and we're the, this is the stuff. What is the stuff is that what we're seeing as a result of, so I started making the videos and then we started doing CTS. The network is growing.
Right. That's the key. And that's what we're finding out. That's what we're learning like last week. And it's not, as you talked about earlier, nobody realizes how big the ecosystem really is. I mean, I've been doing it 20 years, started with a 1 ton and a 3-car hauler. And now I'm, up to 20 trucks or whatever it is, get out. And I'm sitting here, I'm like, there's a lot here. I mean, so what's happening is we start out thinking we're going this way. And it's like going, whoa, whoa. And so we're building this, as you use the term network. So different people that we talk to that, like, I think this guy's got it, or this lady. I mean, there's a couple ladies that, dude, I think they got it.
And that's the thing is it's not now with all the people, you've been talking to people that I haven't even been talking to people. And then now we're having cross conversations like Dave with that conversation we had a week ago. I don't want to say his company name, but I mean, I think he's going to come on the show. I've been trying to talk to that guy for 2 years.
Yeah.
But because you and I are talking to some of the people we're talking to, he was interested in talking more. That was awesome. And I'm seeing that it's happening more, the cross-pollination of the network.
Yeah. So I'm really excited to see what develops in 2019. And, it's really fun, too. The audience probably doesn't know a lot of details about your life or my life. And, we've all touched on it, bits and pieces and parts of how you and I met each other, how we've been friends for so long. But as it grows, it's really cool because there's so many similarities to what's happened in Jay's life, say the last 5 years, and what's happened in my life, say the last 10 years, and just how things have come together. It really is, it's God. I mean, it's amazing. How does that happen? So I really get pretty excited about it. And I love change and I love seeing the thing, it just keeps getting bigger. It's like, wow. So I think we're really helping a lot of people. And that's really, I know that's Jay's heart and I know that's my heart, but really, if we can help somebody either do it better or get out or don't do it at all, dude, that's awesome.
And as you're talking, okay, so, and it's not just car haulers. It's not just people that need to ship a car. It's not just one broker. It's not just one technology. I mean, we're seeing how you could let's say there are now, I mean, I know several people involved in improving the technology. I know several brokers. We are talking to new car haulers, some veteran car haulers. Then you've got other areas of the industry like those guys in the repo industry we've been talking to. Oh my gosh. I mean, the amount of, there's so much information. And now there's so many people that are understanding that. I'm happy to say Auto Transport Intel is now a hub for many spokes, and it keeps growing.
It's beautiful.
I'm thrilled to be the creator of that hub. It's cool because for so long I was so frustrated with just understanding my little part of the ecosystem and the industry. I kept thinking there's gotta be more. And I don't know why I couldn't get on the inside track of that more. Well, now we're seeing actually, and and there's some things we can't even talk about yet, right? We won't talk about, but there is major inside track stuff happening. I can't imagine where it's headed.
No, and that's what's really cool. I heard you talking earlier on the show. You're talking about how you evolved in the dispatch, and you became visibly
visibly upset.
Visibly And I
Yeah.
was listening to you. I was like, yeah, I remember that day very well.
Man, no,
But
I'm
I
telling you.
think so. What's interesting is so as we talk to people, what's really cool, and I know you say this, I say this, but we really don't have all the answers, man. I mean, it's the more we're
Obviously.
getting to this, the more we're seeing how much we don't know, and we're also seeing, which one of my favorite sayings is, focus on the things that don't change, right? And I stole that, by the way. I stole that from Jeff Bezos. Okay.
Nice.
But as we sit here and we talk to everybody and we look at stuff, it's like, the one thing that you wanted away from so bad and that you built this show on so well is the one thing what is it? Probably 8 out of 10 of our people that we talk to, they want a dispatcher.
Oh, I know. Which is what's really weird? It's full circle. I started as a dispatcher. I was teaching dispatching. And you've helped me realize that dispatching is not exactly the way to go. And yet here all these people are coming looking for dispatching, which I can actually still help, but in a much better way now. Because it's not just staring at load boards. It's part of it.
That's what I'm learning, because I come from no load boards, no dispatch. You come from dispatch. So as we talk to these people, I'm like, okay, there's obviously a huge demand for a dispatch.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, wait a minute. Now how are we going to fix this? Because this is big. I mean, it's a lot. There's a lot of people wanting us to point them to a dispatch. And I'm like, I don't really think that's the right way to go. But as we keep doing this, I'm thinking, well, here's the new circle, here's the new network, here we go. It's going to happen. So as we talk to people, it's really cool, because there are a few people that really, they don't even know it. That's what they are, is a dispatcher.
Well,
and so I talk to them, building it. It's going to be cool. I'm excited.
And you know what? What's interesting when it comes to dispatching is that brokers have people that they call dispatchers in their office. So you have a broker dispatcher, you have a carrier dispatcher, and that just managing the logistics of the transaction and all the phone calls and the verification and the VIN numbers. You had heard that story with John and Sue from Murphy Auto Transport. They were just talking about one car.
Oh,
I mean,
man, one car without a load board. And you were talking earlier about how follow the life of a car. You and I've talked a lot about that. But dude, do you know what? I know for a fact I've hauled the same car more than 8 times. And so as you start coming down the life cycle of a car, it's like, man, when you get down around here, that car gets a lot of transport. It's bizarre. I don't even understand it. I mean, like, dude, you got more in transport than the car's worth. Whoa.
Well, when you talk about reconditioning, right? Mm-hmm. That's like a ping pong ball. That thing is.
Yeah, and a lot of that gets into, we talk about, okay, let's look at the life of a car. You got a brand new car. So some guys are sitting at the bar, right? And they're having a couple of drinks and they're coming up with, let's make the car like this. Baby. So they go back to work the next day and show the boss what they did at the bar last night. And the boss loves it. So they decide to put this thing into production. And guess what? 9 months later, here's your brand new car. It either goes on a train or a truck. Then where does it go? Usually to a new car dealership, most of the time, not all the time. Then where does it go? Somebody buys it. Guess what they do to it? They love it. They take care of it. They change the oil. They clean it. They wash it. They abuse it, not on purpose sometimes. Then they're tired of it. They get a different car. So where did that car go? It just follow that thing. Watch it. It's ridiculous. And that's where I think you and I are starting to see I know I'm seeing things I haven't seen in this business. And I'm so amazed. It's like, wow.
Oh, yeah.
This is so cool.
And that's the thing is that, what's cool, Ty, is that it's really, it's fun, rewarding, and productive to be on this journey with you. I mean, that's why we talk so much. I mean, it's really It's pretty neat, and I'm looking forward to hopefully tomorrow we have an interesting, productive day, which will lead into more interest and production on Thursday. I hope we have a pretty good week.
Boy, I'm pumped, and I do have, by the way, I do have tomorrow set up.
Awesome! Oh, that's awesome. That's great news, man. Okay, cool.
Yeah, it'll be a good one.
Oh man, that's great. That's awesome. And yet, I mean, it's Christmas, and I mean, I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my evening. I'm assuming you're going to. So we're not going to start early. I don't know what time we'll start, but
no. Just whenever you call.
Right.
Cool. I'm probably busy for a little while, but back to the show.
Yeah. Well, that's what this is. I mean, we are mixing. You know, I got a tree behind me, so I'm clearly mixing personal with business, but at the same time keeping it. I mean, this is all about car hauling. Auto Transport Intel is always about the car shipping industry.
And you know, too, like, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I was thinking that last week's show, the panel, I mean, that was the best show. I mean, that was amazing. So Sam and Charles, you and myself. Anyway, this is what's cool. I'm coaching a guy last week, and he's yapping about insurance. Guess who I sent him to?
Sam Farr.
Sam Farr. I mean, I don't know where it's going to go, if he did call him or he didn't call him, but it's stuff like that, man. That's where it goes back to relationship. And I heard you mention that earlier. And I'm a big believer. And
you know what's cool about like having somebody like Sam that we can talk to is that insurance is a difficult area. I mean, that can be like a minefield, right? I mean, that's full of potential problems, right? And really big questions, life impacting questions, and right. And so to have somebody like Sam that we can talk to is awesome. And that's why, I mean, this is an invitation. If you are involved in any aspect of car shipping, if you are a trailer manufacturer, I really want to talk to more trailer manufacturers right now. I want to talk to more financial lenders.
I got a call in with Kaufman, by the way.
Awesome. Oh yeah, no, I'd love to talk to them. And I mean, this is your new home. If you want to talk to the car shipping industry, Auto Transport Intel is your new home. It is. Yeah. And I don't say that just because, I mean, I did create it, but I mean it. That's why we're here on Christmas. It's Tuesday.
The crazy part to me is that, like, I don't know how the audience perceives what you and I are talking about, but I do know you and I, with as many people as we talk to and come in contact with on a daily basis, we need some guys in this pipeline, like Sam, like Charles, like anybody, the Kaufman guys, you know, Infinity Trailer, Cottrell, Peterbilt. I mean, dude. I welcome them because I don't know who to send these people to. It's great to have a relationship. I mean, I called Sam last week, asked him how things were going. Matt and I mean, you know, I feel like Matt's like my best friend up in Vermont or wherever.
I know. And what did you see? Cool. Or Jeff was saying, Jeff is in here, and he was talking about how.
You invited Jeff.
He said something really nice. He said, I'm behind on my, I missed a few chats. But, he said, okay, here's what Jeff said. This is really nice. Help is an understatement. Ty and Jay, be honest, y'all are changing lives literally. I mean, that is really, really nice. But we also feel that same way. Yeah. And I know, you know, for the record, I mean, you and Jeff talk all the time. Right?
Yeah, and I love Jeff, by the way.
It's awesome.
He's awesome, man.
It is.
Poster, this guy, put him on the... We need to have him back on sometime.
We do. No, we really do. In fact, and I'm behind on my video editing also. I want to edit that clip and add that to our emails. We're now emailing. Listen, if you go to ctsbusinesscoaching.com, again, CTS Car Transport Services, ctsbusinesscoaching.com. That's our business coaching site. You can call Ty. You can email me. I'm autotransportintel@gmail.com. And you can email Ty, Ty, at ctsbusinesscoaching.com. And that goes for, I saw, we had another comment in here from, let's see, Merry Christmas. He's doing his research, so Merry Christmas to you, Merry Christmas, Sergeant Schill. Thanks for tuning into the show tonight. And Evil Motorsports is with us, too. Merry Christmas, Evil Motorsports. Are there any drivers in the chat that are diabetic? I'm finally going for my DOT physical after having to wait on some paperwork, but that's my big concern. You know, actually, I read some news that I think being diabetic, if I'm not wrong, isn't as big of a problem, you know, because it's a big concern like he talks about. There was news about that. Google that. I don't remember specifically what that was. And if you need carrier compliance consultation or advice, Brian Riker at Fleet Compliance Solutions LLC. I think I got that right. He's very helpful. Yeah. So I want to say this too. So listen, it's 9 o'clock, and so actually, Kimberly and I have plans here. We're going to head out in about 5 or 10 minutes, which is great. Isn't that great? So I knew I was going to do this show, and I've been working on getting it together, and you and I have been talking, and I mean, here it is. We're celebrating Christmas together on Auto Transport Intel. I wish that, you know what I wish? I wish we could all sit around with a turkey leg and a beer, and and just cheers. Cheers, Auto Transport. Cheers. Right? I should have a turkey leg and a beer, or at least my Kool-Aid. I don't have it.
Well, you got the 2019 Christmas tree. I think that's okay. We'll let everything else slide.
You will? That's awesome, man. I appreciate that. I don't know. So what now, next Tuesday night is that New Year's Day? No. I think it's New Year's Day.
Well, we ought to just make it like a 12-hour show then, just take it all the way into the new year.
It's New Year's Day. Okay, so yeah, it's New Year's. Okay, so the next show, episode 66, is New Year's Day, which I think will be a lot like this. I don't even know if I can do a full show. I'm going to be in dude. Exactly. Oh, yeah? Oh, there's going to be kids running around and everything. Oh, man, let's be good. It's a family show. That's why we keep it clean, right? Even the turkey leg and the beer. I can say that, right? I can say that on YouTube.
You didn't say whether it was alcoholic or non-alcoholic.
Oh, see?
Yeah.
Auto Transport Intel by O'Doul's. Right?
Exactly.
Oh, man. All right.
Well, I'm excited. I appreciate it, man. I'm looking forward.
I'm looking forward. I'm excited. Thank you for telling me that tomorrow is set. I'm looking forward to that. And I appreciate, dude. Thanks for coming on my show. I intruded on your Christmas, so thanks for spending some time with me tonight. I really appreciate it, man.
Yeah, man. Anytime.
Yeah, man.
It was a good show. You're doing a great job.
Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Every time you say it, and every time I hear it, I just appreciate it so much. I really do.
It's good. Good.
Thanks, man. All right. Well,
talk to you tomorrow, man.
Okay, man. I'll talk to you tomorrow, and enjoy the rest of your night, dude.
You too.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you, everybody. Merry Christmas.
Thanks,
Happy
man.
New Year.
Happy New Year. All right. See you, dude.
See you.
Bye. Okay. Oh, where'd my picture go? Okay, now I got to switch this. Hang on. That happens every time I switch the, when I go from the meeting back to the integrated camera, etc. So this is a live show, right? Like I'm live, dude. What's cool is I go live every Tuesday night. So now it's starting to seem kind of familiar, a little bit normal. Maybe it's never totally normal, but even though, you know, it still feels familiar, anything can happen, and I don't have the greatest equipment. This is the same laptop that I used in episode 1, and it might be the same laptop that I use in episode 165. I don't know, but until that time, you know, I'm live, and you guys are here with me, and it's Tuesday nights live on Auto Transport Intel, where we talk about everything car shipping. Listen, if you do need dispatcher training advice, I've got a dispatcher training series. You know, let's pull this up. Let's go to here. Let's do this. Let's do this. So if you need help, okay, if you need car shipping help, if you're a car shipping customer, whether you're a carrier, dispatcher, broker, auto auction, dealership, service vendor, go to the homepage on YouTube, go to Auto Transport Intel, and you can scroll down. I've got the greatest hits video playlist. Some of my early stuff is actually doing pretty decent view-wise, which is really cool. I got a list of the live shows, but if you need dispatcher training, you can go to this dispatcher training series and parts 1, 2, and 3. And here's the deal. I'll help you. I'll teach you dispatcher training, but I do require you to go back and watch all 3 of these parts. I mean, it's a marathon, but there's so much here. When I've trained dispatchers one-on-one, it's about 20 hours. So if you watch all of that, that cuts that in half. This is all, you just watch it for free at your own pace, and there's a lot here. I've heard a lot of great things about people that have watched it. If you're looking to start car hauling, you can go in here and check out some of my 101 videos. And of course, when you're ready, maybe you're ready right now, go to ctsbusinesscoaching.com and you can scroll down, you can read about, you know, kind of digest and absorb some of this information to think about, you know, how it is with you, how your business is going, what your problems and concerns are. And if you're ready, give us a call. We'll put you into we'll schedule an appointment so you can get into our coaching network, so you can all do that here. And of course, if you want to read some of my blog posts, you can go to autotransportintel.com. Got all kinds of information up here in top 5 car hauling load boards. Check out that video. And then, of course, connect with me on Facebook at Auto Transport Intel on Facebook. And, of course, man, a lot happens there. I like the way YouTube and Facebook are really interacting as far as growing the network and ultimately feeding people into CTS and then coming back to the show. It's really pretty cool. So I'm really proud of it. I wanted to show you that. Listen, I know that it's Christmas. It's time to get back to our festivities. If you took the time to join me tonight, listen, I really appreciate it. I really want to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And thank you for spending the time with me here tonight. It is 9:09 or thereabouts Central Time. So Kimberly and I are going to get back onto our holiday celebrations and integrated camera, fancy. So listen, thank you guys so much for joining me in the live chat. It means so much. It really helps me. Obviously, I mean, I'm reading your comments and we're discussing information. Helps me focus on what it is that I want to say and how I want to say it. And if you have a question, listen, and if you have ideas, send me an email, autotransportintel@gmail.com. You can always leave comments below this video. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, tell a friend. And if you know somebody that needs to learn more about car shipping, send them on over to Auto Transport Intel. Maybe they're like, nah, I don't get it. YouTube channel, it doesn't make sense to me. You know what? You're welcome here. Just hang out and listen, and then, you know, become part of the community. It is growing, and we're really proud of that. We've got a lot of cool stuff to tell you more about as it develops and when the time is right. I'm going to start up the car hauler. I want to thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. Here comes the car hauler. Merry Christmas to everybody out there in TV land, and I'll see you next week.